Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Targran, and welcome back to another episode of Lore of League of Legends. In this episode, we'll be heading over to Zorn to cover two of its residents. I am, of course, talking about Blitzcrank, the Great Steam Golem, and Viktor, the Machine Herald. Enjoy. In the city of Zorn, things beyond human imagination can be found lying on the streets. Sometimes it's a failed experiment, sometimes it's an effect of magical connotation. You never know what you can expect. Many could say that Zorn is truly a city of opportunity. Both magic and technology is praised and used to its full. Research and experiments are not restricted by law. Many of those experiments have caused severe damage to the city-state, and it's often caused a great danger for its citizens. There are rare instances, however, when the research proves to be useful and surprisingly harmless. One of such successful trials would be the work of students from Zorn's College of Techmaturgy. In an environment supporting every way of development and advancement, young engineers have made a breakthrough in the field of artificial intelligence and steam automation. They've created a golem, a construct built of metal yet able to act on his own and obey simple commands. At first, the only purpose of Blitzcrank's existence was to help with waste reclamation that was often too harmful for humans. Blitzcrank would probably spend eternity working with toxic waste if not for a simple observation from one of the students. The golem has been showing behaviour that was not programmed for him. He started learning by observing people around him, and he's been adapting their actions. The rumours have quickly spread around Zorn about the sentient golem. The construct had soon become a celebrity of sorts, famous and popular amongst everyone even slightly interested in science. People were fascinated by Blitzcrank and they wanted to hear more and more about him. That was an opportunity that no one could pass. One of the college's professors has announced himself as the leader of the team which created Blitzcrank, and as such, he became almost as popular as the golem itself. Of course, he had little to do with the creation of the construct, but he wanted the fame, not the truth. The golem's true constructors have been fighting over rights to decide about the future of Blitzcrank, and neither of them really cared about him. He was just another thing they had, and his purpose was to be useful to his masters. To everyone's surprise, Blitzcrank got tired of this conflict, and he's petitioned for self-autonomy. Backed by most civilians, the Council of Zorn has decided to give Blitzcrank all the rights he wanted and announced him to be fully independent, sentient being. This has satisfied the golem. He's left Zorn to avoid any controversy that is created, and instead he wanted to find a place where he would fit. After long travels, he's finally found a place that would accept him just the way he was. Stepping into the halls of the Institute of War, Blitzcrank has asked the summoners to accept him into the League and let him stay in the Institute. Curious about the construct, the summoners have agreed to it. And now the golem finally has a place where he doesn't feel weird, surrounded by the weirdest bunch of people he's ever seen. He's now feeling rather safe, in fact safer than ever. Now Viktor has found his greatest passion in life early on. Science, construction, invention, everything that had to do with machines was in Viktor's interest. His main focus, however, was mechanical automation. He's always been interested in the idea of a machine being able to work on its own without anyone's help. In his young years, he's attended Zorn's College of Techmaturgy, and he's volunteered to lead the team that was constructing a great steam golem. He saw a potential in the project that could be a great breakthrough. Viktor was never too greedy, but he was always wanted to be recognised and respected. He saw that as an opportunity to vault him to the top of his profession. His work was successful, and everything has worked out even better than Viktor could even expect. Blitzcrank was fully functional and perfectly dutiful. He was on top of the world, proud of himself and his colleagues, when one of his professors stole all the credit. Viktor had tried to fight it. He and his fellow constructors were openly protesting, but yet their cries for justice had fallen on deaf ears. And no one has even tried to solve that situation. It didn't get any better, but when Blitzcrank left, being announced as an independent being, that drove Viktor to the edge of obsession. He's disappeared from public life, cutting all relations with his friends and family, or anyone else for that matter. He's even barricading himself in a private laboratory, making sure that no other human could enter it, or even take a look inside. There he started a new project, a project that could not be stolen by anyone else. Striving to improve his field of expertise, Viktor has started experiments with not only creating Hextech beings, he wanted to make human and machine into one, by augmenting their bodies with technological upgrades. Long years he spent locked away, working on his goal, before he finally re-emerged. And when Viktor first showed his face, little of human remained. He did not only manage to augment his body's every aspect with tech upgrades, it not only changed his look, but Viktor's personality has been affected as well. He was human no more, and as such he did not have any more space for emotional weakness, or even any emotions in general. And when he first emerged, many were skeptical about the idea of planting hex tech and technological augmentations into one's body. Everyone had to admit that his inventions were highly advanced, and there were not many scientists who could make such master-crafted mechanisms. Viktor's main goal is to find the professor who's stolen all the credit. The Machine Herald will have his revenge sooner or later. But until he can reach the professor, Viktor has joined the League of Legends as a final proving ground. And that's all we've got time for in this episode. Hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video down below and also leave a comment below making your suggestions for future videos. Thank you all for watching again. Please share this video around. Head over to the Facebook page, like us on there, and follow us on Twitter. And as always, I'll see you next time.